Welcome back to the Daily Dose. We know you need your daily dose of football here in the fall, and luckily Field Desk Sports has you covered. Of course, daily content here during the week to get you to Friday night for the big show. Sometimes maybe Thursday, I guess, and who knows, maybe even Saturday. But anyways, we want to get to top tier Thursday. It's the upper crust. We want to get to some prime time performers. We know it's late in the week to recognize these guys, but we also like to give the stats a little time to kind of fall in. But basically, consider it shout outs, primetime performers, whatever you want to call it. I'm more about a top tier Thursday because we're going to cheat a little bit. Sometimes we'll do units, sometimes we'll do specific individual players. We'll try to sample a little bit all over the place. But, we're going to do what we're going to do top tier Thursday. So, of course, as always, make sure to know and tell us and communicate that and hit us up where we got it wrong. Who did we miss? We'd love to shout out the players that we missed from the previous week. Hey, we want to know your opinion. We want to know how we got it going on for better or for worse. But anyways, let's get into it. Top tier Thursday. First one, top tier, Blountstown running game. Whoa. 443 yards combined from the Blountstown running game. Absolute beast. Can't really go anywhere without him. Martin, Ellis, Searcy, even just the three of them putting in insane numbers. I believe they were at 350 plus yards just themselves, as well as 3 touchdowns, of course, led by Martin. But Blountstown rushing game, controlling the tempo against what was billed to us as a really good out-of-state team that Blountstown may struggle with, but they emphatically took over behind this big offensive line, and the running game looked really strong for the Tigers. Once again, a team to watch. You got to put them on your radar if they aren't already for one of the powers here in North Florida. We start to see some teams that we want to kind of keep a close an eye on here. Continue to take a look at Blountstown. Just because they're not in a major market, they're in between Tallahassee, Panama City. Make sure you don't sleep on Blountstown and this running game. They're going to be dangerous to watch, and they've got an absolute loaded schedule. So some fun games upcoming here for the Tigers. Continuing on, another team that's undefeated and that has a powerful rushing game. This team is 2-0. Of course, it's the Franklin County Seahawks. Of course, we talk about the 443 for Blountstown. How about 430 in the rushing game for Franklin? A big effort for them, led by Drake and Millander, of course, that we talked about earlier in the week, but we had to come back to it. Hey, if we're going top tier Thursday, we can't be above repeating ballers that we saw throughout the week. But piling it in, 4 touchdowns between them, 430 yards as a squad here for Franklin County rushing to help you travel. Offensive line, that usually travels as well. So both these teams in contests that we saw from Blountstown and now we've seen from Franklin, they got it going on. But be careful. You can't just focus in on the running game because, you get the big wideout out there as well here for Franklin. So it's part of the beauty of it and part of the great performances. But tough road game against North Florida Christian. Franklin comes over 430 rush yards combined. So top tier Thursday, shout out to Franklin County. All right, now our third one. We want to get into the nation's leading tackler. Top tier Thursday, we've got to shout out Cooper Wiles from Osceola Christian, averaging 15 tackles a game. Once again, a 2-0 squad, one of 2 2-0 squads here in our coverage area. Of course, leading the state and number 4 in the nation. Number 1 in the state, number 4 in the nation in tackles. 30 tackles so far. He is a fun quarterback linebacker combo. So not only does he lead the state in tackles, he also has 3 touchdowns. He's also running back punt returns. He's also doing kickoffs. He's the everything man. You got to check him out. Highlight reel, in person, however you can get in front of a game. that Cooper Wiles is at, I don't think you'll be disappointed. He's one of the gems in small ball, and he's not getting enough love, not getting enough attention out there in Osceola. Big things going on. Another big season blooming here for the Warriors. And of course, that's going to be around the nucleus that is Cooper Wiles. He's doing everything for Osceola. So keep an eye, Cooper Wiles out there. He's our third top tier Thursday primetime performer, unit player, whatever. Had to give some shout outs for the guys. Boom, going back to it. Blountstown run game, Franklin County run game, Cooper Wiles everything game. Thanks for tuning in here for the Daily Dose. This is a little top tier upper crust Thursday to bridge the gap for you. Come back tomorrow, Friday. We're going to do picks. We're going to go through all the games here in the area of our 40-plus teams, all the way from Panama City, all the way to Lake City, everything in between. Of course, we've got the picks. Did pretty bad last week. Can we do better? Let us know who you're picking this week here for our Pick'em Friday Night Focus. Come on back.